and pursue their own goals. It also suggests a need to reflect on personal growth and identify areas where one can push past limits. Okay, so 9/11 manifestation, divine support. Yeah, so it's about like growing, letting go of old cycles, and personal growth. So that's pretty much. Dude, Dizzy, I got my channel struck again. I got a bunch of people that mass reported my channel as they normally do. This is the third channel in the course of literally 3 months, dude. Literally 3 months that was taken from me. So I got motherfuckers beating their wives, dude. Beating their wives, beating dogs, doing all kinds of crazy ass crap on YouTube, dude. And they still have a channel very much going. So it's crazy just because I run my mouth. Meanwhile, everybody else runs their mouth. And this bitch, this freaking e-whore, comes into my chat allegedly for entertainment purposes. Now, again, guys, I'm just talking about fictional characters. You know, I'm not talking about anybody in real life. And if you think that I'm talking about somebody in real life, I'm telling you that right now, dude. I am, a satirist. I just take things from real life and, make kind of little stories about it. Nobody that I talk on this panel or talk on this channel is a real life individual. They're all actors, and this is all for entertainment purposes. But this e-whore, Just Jen, she comes in my chat out of freaking nowhere. I've seen her a little bit in other people's chats, and she doesn't like me. I knew that. I knew that she didn't like me. But so she comes to my chat, and this guy who is feared in like the panelverse community. He actually kind of, came out of exile. He does it every so often to come on my panel to talk crap about VP. His name is Gavel. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right. That's Bobby Dylan. Yeah. Well, dude, she doesn't like me, Dizzy. She's a part of the group of people in this community that hates my guts and has absolutely no reason to. Well, she starts crap with a known doxer on here. He goes after people with a vengeance. He, I think, pushed a number of people out of this community. A lot of people were afraid to talk about him publicly. I actually had Saint come on my panel and kind of tell me, you got to stay away from those types of people, which I tried to do, dude. But unfortunately, some people, you don't know who Gavel is? Dude, he's this pedo hunter. He's a part of the panelverse, and he would go after pedophiles on here, and he would expose them. He and Brandon Q, who, oddly enough, I have to blame VP for this. Again, guys, I am like, talking about fictional characters on here. I'm not talking about any person in real life. Wanted me to bring him on my panel, and I didn't want to because he's a predator, dude. He's a pervert. There's so many fucking videos of him talking to minors on here. It's insane. But yeah, Gavel. Anyway, so hang on, let me collect my thoughts here for a sec. So Gavel comes on and he starts talking crap because Brandon Q's there, and Brandon has been spreading like kind of rumors about another clipper. Brandon says that Q clips, again, these are fictional characters, dude. I am not talking about any real life individuals. If you think that any of these people are real, dude, they're not. It's just pure coincidental, and I'm just talking about, you missed it. Oh, dude. Anyways, so these fictional characters, Q clips, he accused him of being in prison and running his channel on one of those phones that he was able to sneak in there. Now Q says that's not true. So if Q was like came up between the both of them, Brandon went back to VP, gave her money, and now he's defending vegan. And it became this whole effing thing. And of course, it all came on my panel. Recently swatted but washed up. Yeah, dude, he pretty much pushed Fuzi into a nervous breakdown. Fuzi pretty much literally went to the nut house because of Gavel. Gavel also takes responsibility, and again, he'll deny this, but he brought it up in my chat. for exposing Aaron Carter and Jen J by association, because sorry, not Jen J, just Jen, because Jen used to fuck with Aaron Carter. She was a part of the whole Carterverse. She was one of the multitude of e-whores that sold out their pussies to him. Well, I don't think she sold it out. She just gave it out to him for free. And Gabble found out about that, and he allegedly, again, I don't know if this is true or not, started doxing her ass. Oh yeah, they did. They swatted him. They drove that guy freaking nuts. Gabble is known for harassing people on here. He's came on Alton here and doxed my. Well, he didn't really dox my address. He doxed the address where I filmed to. So there's people that know the vicinity of where I live to, but they don't know quite, because I went live. I showed the Canadian flag. I went to a hospital that was close by. That was like, well, I had to take a scooter there. And now people sort of think I live in the area, which I don't give a shit, guys. You can think what you want. I really don't care. Yeah, you probably shouldn't talk about these people. Well, I didn't know who Gabble was until he came on my panel and started talking crap about vegan. And I was like, whoa, dude, like, who is this person? And after that, I lost my damn channel, because guess who else came on my channel that night? Alexandra Myers. She decided to come on here and pretty much tell me to stop talking about Gabble. And you know what? Hours later, literally hours, I would have to say probably about like 4 or 5 hours later, my channel was mass reported and it was taken from me. So I had all these groups of degenerate pieces of scum descend into my chat, doxing each other, as if I have anything to do with that. And then Gabble's trying to say, well, my government name is like, motherfucker, you leak people's addresses on here. You drive people into, like, mental wards. Like, I don't give a shit if someone leaked your damn name on here, dude. Your name was already out there. You're a public figure, dipshit. Of course people are going to know your name. You know, it's not like they leaked your address or, like, the area that you live in, like people were doing in my damn chat. So yeah, dude, I'm not gonna be like going, oh my god, what is this? I don't know what this is. Good question, dude. This is just a place where some dumbass bitch rambles on about nothing. Again, I'm talking about fictional characters. Any person that I mention in here, if you confuse them for an actual real person, dude, it's just pure coincidence. These are all fictional characters that exist in Minecraft. You talk too much. Yeah, dude, I know I talk a lot. Do you have autism? Yes, I do. I do have autism. I mean, you can hear the autism drip out of every syllable, dude. So yeah, I do. But hang on, how many people's in here? There's only 18 people. Dude, so basically, I just got effed up. Gabriel will put pictures of the front. I live in Canada, dude. There's no way in hell Gabriel's going to be able to do jack shit for me. The worst that he can do to me is he can dox my address, which, by the way, my address was doxed already, so was my work address, and that was about it. I see the only people that really have to worry about this shit, and people that really have to worry about, you know, their secrets being exposed, are degenerates, or people with criminal records, or people that had done shady Discord stuff. I didn't do any of that. Okay, the worst thing that they could say about me is make up lies about me being fat and having a hunchback, and that's about it. You know, so I'm not worried, about Gavel, because there's really nothing he can do to me. The only people he can kind of destroy is people that are of his ilk or worse than him. So no, I'm not concerned. But yeah, anyways, we're going to be talking a little bit about Gavel, and we're going to be talking about Just Jen. Like I said, she doesn't like me for some reason, because she gets this impression of who I am filtered through a guy that makes AI art about me being a morbidly obese bitch, who's some sort of psycho that's like, bi. Okay, fat. Okay, cool, dude. This is pure mental illness. Yeah, when you're dipping into this community, that's all you're going to come across is pure mental illness and narcissism. There's a lot of people struggling with mental illness, and there's a lot of people struggling with drug addiction in this community, and there's a shit ton of people that are straight up narcissists that border on being sociopaths. See, I don't go real life, guys. I don't go after people's livelihoods. I don't go after people's channels. I don't go after people's jobs. I don't go after people's EBT cards. I don't do that shit because I don't believe in that. Yeah, I'll run my mouth. I'll talk shit. But this whole community is based upon that. But the one thing I will never, ever, ever fucking do is try to purposely destroy people's lives. Do you do IRL? Sit behind a screen and complain? Yeah, I just sit behind a screen and complain, dude. That's it. You know, I was a commentator and I opened up panels, but I pissed off the wrong kind of people on YouTube, and they came after me. And they took 3 of my channels away from me. Meanwhile, there's motherfuckers on YouTube that are escaping ban evasion as we speak, that are like abusing animals and their significant others, and their channels are still thriving, dude. These motherfuckers are still living their best life while they abuse their significant others, beat animals, film dying animals, and do all kinds of other crazy ass crap. So yeah, but you know, this is just the reality of the situation. But I'm going to be talking about a little bit more about Gabble. Now, I don't know very much about Gabble. The only thing I kind of know about him is, okay, he's a pedo hunter. He purposely targets people. He spends his whole entire time getting as much information about them. Then he goes on alt, and he just attacks. He'll attack like their physical appearance, their mental state, anything. Just he wants them to break. That's his whole objective. Is watching them literally destroy in front of his eyes, like literally implode. That's his mission. He likes to say that he is doing this for the good, and that he has no problem going after predators. Well, guess what, Gadwell? I'm not a predator. I didn't sexually abuse any children. So why were you coming on alt and doxing the area that I live in, at least the vicinity that I live in, and you were making like weird ass statements about a shadow and mocking my physical appearance? You were not doxed in my chat, dipshit. You were not doxed. Okay, your name is already public, and if somebody managed to freaking put your name in the chat, like, what the hell did you expect me to do, huh? Like, what did you? So what? They said your government name, dude. Big deal. You act like a Victoria. Do you have permission to go live for VP? VP and I are not close, dude. Her and I are not close, dude. She'll come up in my she'll like message me and talk about the RO case and stuff. But her and we're not friends, dude. See, this is the weird thing that I keep having to fucking talk in circles because you guys don't seem to process basic fucking information. I don't want to steamroll a woman, and I don't want to constantly pile up on a woman that's being attacked on all sides. Now, I know you guys are going to say, well, she's a horrible person. She deserves it. Well, that's up to you to decide that. But it's up to me who I attack and who I don't. Okay, just because I'm being nice to a person and treating her like a fucking human being doesn't mean we're besties and I'm about to go scissor her and braid her fucking hair. Okay? So I didn't attack Gavel. The only thing I attacked him on was him trying to play vigilante justice and acting like that he's allowed to go after people mercilessly on here to the point where they drive them insane. That I don't fucking agree with. I don't care who the fuck you are. I don't care who you're hunting. You don't have a right to do that to other fucking people. And if you feel like you have a right to do that to other people, then other people have a right to do that to you, bitch. You'll come in my chat and don't make a big scene about nothing because your name was fucking written in my chat. Big fucking deal, dude. You're a public figure. Say you hate vegan. Dude, I don't hate her, dude. I don't know the woman. Okay, I don't know her. And there's very few people I hate in the world. And I will guarantee you this, dude. The people that I do hate, which is very few and far between, there's people that I actually know in real life. Not a bunch of fucking people on avatars, dude. Okay, not a bunch of PFPs. Not a bunch of faceless people that I don't know. Okay, I don't waste that kind of energy hating on people that exist on the internet. It's a waste of my fucking time, and you will go insane if you do that shit. It's not worth it. But anyways, guys, so let's continue. We're gonna be talking about him. Batman will be here soon. LOL. I don't know who that is, dude. I might end up ending my stream because this sucks, dude. like it's gonna be really difficult for me to, maintain a channel. I'm gonna be eventually going live on YouTube. I just have to straighten things out, and it's gonna take me a bit to be able to do that. But I will, and I will build my channel up again, guys. I lost my channel 3 times. I still managed to build up a pretty good following and a steady viewership. If it wasn't for like certain individuals that are jealous and want to take me down, um, and they're consistently trying to do that, but yet I still stick around, dude. Hang on. So let's go to YouTube. Oh wow. Hang on, dude. I don't know very much about Xtina. I saw a little bit of the Poppy Greenie thing that happened, guys. Where she was like, she used a freaking, like, I think it was a paint gun. She shot just some random woman that was just chilling, like by the beach, and this crazy ass bitch just shot her out of fucking nowhere. I mean, she's insane, dude. I saw the montage that Papa Greenie put together. She's like constantly fucking choking people out, punching them in the face, throwing shit at them. Like, I don't know why this bitch had a freaking kick career as long as she did. I mean, she was violating every TOS that you could possibly imagine. I mean, she was literally assaulting people on stream. But they finally took her ass. They fucking took her ass finally down. So let's play this clip, dude. Cause she is one crazy bitch, dude. And I say that with all sincerity. Like, how the fuck is that bitch still have a platform? Well, she doesn't anymore. Finally, the levee broke, and she got what she gave. And she lost her kick. I don't know where she's gonna go to. Is she gonna go to Twitch? I have no idea. But let's see what Poppy Greenie. We can play him. I'm gonna play him first, and then I'm gonna play the Xena witch update. Yeah, you are a freaking witch, dude. You definitely look like a one. You look like those fucking sociopaths. Look how cold and dead her eyes are. Hang on.
This video's commentary is made exclusively for news, information, and up-to-date reporting on the public figures featured. It is not to be taken seriously by anyone. I do not encourage or tolerate any harassment of the individuals featured. I digress.
Should we give Xena update?
You guys know one thing? I love Jenny. I love Imagine being a Jenny.
Yeah, she probably will.
Oh, my name is Imagine being a
They'll ban
Jenny.
her ass within like 2 days.
So since she did not get a bond,
She's probably gonna have to go to OnlyFans, dude, and show her butthole to make some money.
That means that now that means she was denied bail, right? So she's actually cooked. Like,
ha! She was denied bail. That's funny. Oh, that's funny. That's what happens when you be an arrogant bitch and you make a freaking career out of being a scumbag degenerate, assaulting people all the time.
She got the death penalty.
I hope she's not going to, but she's gonna lose everything, dude.
I'm pretty sure that means she got no bail.
Haha.
Because I checked and it's still 0, and I think she would have talked to the magistrate earlier this morning, like they said. So that means she literally got no bail.
Oh, does she really?
She did get down a bond, and here's a news.
Hang on, I'm gonna type in to see
Well,
what.
the live streamer who police believe shot random people with a paintball gun is now facing 2 misdemeanor charges. Austin police arrested 29-year-old and
Crazy work for content.smh.
yesterday. Investigators say she shot someone with a paintball gun while
Victoria must have
participating
missed
in a
VP's live where
scavenger
she
hunt
said
with
she was
2
very
other
angry
streamers
for not
along
standing up
Lakeshore Boulevard last
for her
weekend.
against Gabriel and attacking her about Brandon. Well, I don't know if that's true or not, but like I said before, I'm not gonna blindly defend somebody. I don't like Brandon Q. He's a predator. He's a known predator. And I was just warning VP to stay the hell away from him because I don't want her to get hurt. And she's already got enough flack for just being VP. Imagine associating yourself with a known predator on here that openly admitted that he would have, sexual relations with a minor. That's all I was trying to do. As for the whole gavel thing, I didn't agree with everything that he was saying to Vegan. He was just kind of piling up on her and being insulting and going for the low blows. But the one thing that I did agree with Gavel on was that Brandon Q is a piece of garbage. He is a predator, and he deserves all the criticism and hate that you can get on here. The guy does not deserve a platform. He does not deserve to be a part of any community on here. He's a danger, and he's a threat. And fuck Brandon Q. Please deplatform that mofo. Like, how the hell does that pedo still have a freaking channel, dude, and I don't? How is that even possible? But anyways, let's continue watching this. Hang on.
Hey, bond is crazy. I didn't even get a bond that high, bro. I didn't even get a bond that high for a felony in Florida.
She said she was pulling out $60K a month on kick.
Florida.
Florida's a little more lenient. I think like once a week they wrestle an alligator on like 6 o'clock and it's kind of like a ritual. So they probably just don't care. This is Texas. You ain't allowed to have babies, but
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, no one's paying that. No one's paying that. Unless her mom has 10K that she wants to put up, she's cooked.
What's Chat Think Justified?
This channel does not promote or encourage any illegal activities. All content provided by this channel is meant for
Brandon Q is a predator. Hang on, let me just hold up for guys. Let me go back onto here. We'll play some clips about Brandon Q. Brandon Q, he was one of VP's Pay Pigs. He used to give Vegan a lot of money. He was obsessed with her at one point. He convinced her to come to his place in Scottsdale. And I will play that video where he was just so fucking creepy, dude. Like, I wasn't a huge fan of VP back then, and when I first saw that clip, and I was worried about her. And I'm glad that she made it out of there. But yeah, he's a known predator on here. And for some reason, guys, he still has a platform. Explain that to me. So, Brandon Q is this freak here. Hang on, hold up, guys. Okay. Hang on, guys. It's gonna take me a minute here to do this. It's gonna take me a second, guys, to find this video. So it takes me forever to find shit on here. Hang on. So yeah, I don't know who Q's the Clips is. There's very little, next to nothing known about them. Some people kind of question if Q's the Clips is a female. I don't know, dude. One day we'll know, but not right now. Okay, so this is Brandon Q rizzing a 15-year-old girl. Hang on, let's replay this again.
Brandon Q's a fucking pedophile, bro.
How old are you?
15.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. She looks like she's 15 though. They're beautiful.
Oh my god.
They're beautiful.
33 years old, guys. Awkwardly waving a camera in front of a 15-year-old's face, asking if she has a boyfriend.
You have a boyfriend or what? You have a boyfriend or what? You have a boyfriend or what? They're beautiful. You have a boyfriend or what?
Yeah.
You do? Oh
yeah. He doesn't stop there. He makes sure to let everyone know what he was. You know, texts are real. Like, I was in his chat when he would be flirting with her, and he was very possessive of her too, and it made a lot of people uncomfortable, and a lot of people thought that was disrespectful for him to kind of do that. Yeah, I know that's true. Q had successfully trolled Victoria into listening Aerosmith around the clock. He told me that was his plan. No, dude, that was my plan. And like I said, if he restrains me, dude, this is what he's going to be playing in the background. He's not going to be making money off of my content anymore. Nice try, though. Well, if she doesn't leave him, then she deserves. Yeah, well, you know what? That's the thing, dude. I don't think you and I have a right to judge them. Like, this is their marriage, this is their life.
But
They have to deal with the consequences of the decisions that they make. We don't. You know, we're just bystanders, like eating our popcorn and watching it go down. I mean, maybe he might better himself and get help and stop drinking and, go back on his meds and try to be a much more loving and affectionate husband. And who knows, dude, people can change. They have. Well, if she doesn't leave him, that's already the same. Okay. So, let's continue watching this.
yeah, so dumb. So dumb that she'd even like entertain this shit. Oh, Saint's so easy that I don't even want to. Like, I've already said shit. But
No.
it's like, if I say anything, you guys now he thinks I'm, for some reason, going after his fucking, what is it, his parole officer? I don't even know the fucking guy's name. He's saying I've asked you guys, and I've saying...
Dude, this is a thing that I do agree with, that I think Scribbles might be telling the truth about. People do come into chat, and they'll say, hey, this streamer's saying this about you, and this streamer's saying that, and blah, 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 blah. And then you end up finding out later on that, no, that's not the case. These people are just fucking trolling, and they're purposely doing that because they want to start a feud between other streamers. And I think that's kind of what happened between Saint and Scribbles. I think things got blew out of proportion. People were coming in saying they did this and they did that. Now, I don't know. I think what initially pissed Saint off, it really, really bothered him more than anything else, was that allegedly Scribbles was running his mouth about Magic and talking crap about her. And we all know Saint is very protective of his girlfriend. He will go after anybody who goes after him, but especially if they go after his girlfriend, because she's not really, in his words, a live streamer. She's just a person in the background that occasionally talks. She's not really a part of the community as much as he is. So he thinks that nobody has a right to talk about her because of that. And so word got back to him, and that's kind of what made this so much worse than what it could have been. Now, again, I don't know if he was talking crap. Oh, hey, Princess OPD, it's good to see you in chat. I know, dude, it was insane. And I knew the moment that the war started between Scribbles and Saint, Scribbles was not going to survive this. Saint is much more liked in this community. He's been around a lot longer, so he has a certain level of clout that Scribbles doesn't quite have. And he's just really good verbal sparrer, dude. Like, he can just go after people. He could dismantle people with his words. He doesn't have to use his fists. And it was a mistake. Like, I would never, ever, ever go after Saint. For one thing, I really like Saint. I think he's funny as hell, and I always liked his content. But I wouldn't be a dumbass bitch to ever go after him. That is stupid. That is like suicide. It's not worth it, So that was Scribbles. One of Scribbles' biggest mistakes. I think he should have just reached out to Saint and said, hey, I was just running my mouth. I was drunk when I said that. I don't mean any harm. I'm just going through a lot in my life. And I think Saint would have forgave him. But unfortunately, it didn't go like that, It didn't at all. And, Scribbles is paying the price of that. Hey, let's continue watching this.
He's so manipulated by them, it's fucking sad. It's sad how manipulated Saint is by fucking cueing them. I've never asked you guys. I didn't even know the fucker was on parole. That's what I'm like, what? I didn't even know he was on fucking parole. Oh, yeah, so I did that one too, right? You're going to go with that one, retard? Get on my chat, dog. You're stupid. I'd admit guilt if I was guilty of it. She's seen all the text. That's what's crazy, because she can go back and see it through the months. It fucking literally showed it. So I only deleted some text and left some up. How stupid is that? Why would I leave any? Because there was ones up there that we were fucking talking, I would have deleted that one where she asked me to fucking move into her house. She's seen that one. She asked me to move into her house. She's seen that one. Why wouldn't I delete that? But I'd leave other fucking.
This is just like a cautionary tale to all the married men out there that want to dip into e-pussy. Don't. Okay, especially in this community, dude, because this is what's going to happen to you when it implodes in your face. Everyone's going to know about it. So, yeah, big mistake. Getting involved with Gen J. Saint said that she was a big flirt. She was kind of known to be flirting with other streamers in this community and be kind of like a heartbreaker. And I think, Scribbles was enamored by her, and he hadn't really been with any other woman besides his wife. I think he cheated on her with one other woman. So he's only been with 2 women in his life. And he was getting all this attention from this other woman who's pretty, that seems interested in him, and he kind of lost himself into that. And because of that, he opened himself up to more criticism and ridicule. So yeah, dude, just stay away from the e-pussy guys. Just if you have a wonderful partner already, just work on that. And if it's not going to work, then move on, dude. Don't try this whole like freaking harem of women type shit, because it's not going to work.
Like, you got to think, why would that one be there, but other ones wouldn't?
I don't have any kind of relationship, any kind of romantic relationship with anybody on anywhere. Like, I don't, dude. I will talk to just about any person. Scribbles and I, absolutely not, dude. Scribbles didn't particularly like me that much in the beginning. I think he's kind of civil to me now, but we were never close, dude. We were just kind of acquaintances that knew each other through Eric, and that was it.
Like, there was a couple where I should have deleted those ones.
I'm actually not in streamers DMs, dude. Married men. I don't have that kind of like relationship with anybody on here like that. I'm not like an overly sexual person, and I'm not really good at flirting. I mean, I had a number of people on line tell me that, and people in my real life. I'm socially awkward, dude, and I'm not looking for male attention at all. But I will take people's calls if they want to talk to me and I'm bored. But that's not the same thing.
And she could tell you, yeah, those ones were there. I seen them. It went through the whole fucking month. I never fucking deleted it all because I had a fucking password on my phone. She figured it out. That's what she asked at one point. Yeah, if fucking I could afford to pay half the rent. Yeah.
I think him and Jen were kind of living in fantasy land, dude. That's it. They were just kind of, both of them were kind of bored with what's going on in their lives. They kind of latched onto each other and were saying all kinds of lovey-dovey things that probably weren't really going to amount to anything. But it was just really kind of out of, I think, loneliness and boredom maybe. And because I don't know if Jen is married or not, or if she's dating somebody, or I have no idea. I mean, just people saying that she's married with a kid. But it just seemed to me like it wasn't really anything that was tangible or real or had any kind of lasting like ground. I think it was just going to fall apart, which it did. But unfortunately, it fell apart very publicly.
I was like, I'm good. Fucking, I live here. I have a house here. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, why wouldn't I delete that one?
I mean, that's the thing that's really messed up that I wouldn't do. Like, I had like text messages and stuff for people on here. I wouldn't like just release them. Okay, let me rephrase this. I don't think it's appropriate for you to release text and it's going to ruin somebody else's marriage. But then again, somebody can kind of say, hey, they did it to themselves. They should be reaching out to other women if they're married, if they don't want their wife to see that, which is absolutely true. But my question to you is, why would you want to talk to a married man and even, humor this type of behavior that he has towards you? Because it kind of gives me the impression that you're leading him on. Like, if he's saying all these things to you, and he's married, don't you think maybe you should just kind of step away and not have anything to do with him out of respect for his wife? Okay, hang on. Jen's in chat. I'm surprised to see you in here, Jen, honestly. He tried to humiliate me horribly and called me an N-word lover. He also told me she knew. Victoria married, I was never I never talked to anybody like that ever. Yeah, I know that, Jen. But you guys were both like going back and forth with one another. And then Trev Dog got involved, which wasn't very good either. I mean, like I said, everything was very public, and that's the sad part about starting a relationship, whether it be a friendship, if it's something platonic or something more. If it ends, and you start it online, and if it ends, it usually ends very publicly. And we all know how Scribbles has a big mouth. He has the bad case of diarrhea mouth, where he just kind of spews out things that he later on regrets or he denies. But dude, I don't know how I feel about this. The whole situation is just really, really uncomfortable. I'm just glad I'm not part of it. That's it. I'm glad I didn't release any texts or anything, because I don't want to be a part of this war. I'm just some bystander, just kind of like watching it go down. But I didn't want to do that to his wife, dude. I don't think she deserved it. I haven't read the text, no. I haven't. I haven't read your text. I stayed away from that. The only reason why I'm bringing it up is because he's bringing it up on his stream. But no, I like I said, Jen, he wanted me to post a bunch of stuff about you, and I refused to do it because I didn't want to deal with this crap. I don't want to be a part of someone's marriage being, destroyed over that. I think that's bad karma, and I don't want that on my shoulders. So I stayed away from it. And like I said, the only reason I'm bringing it up is because he is. Okay, let's continue watching this, guys.
That one was a pretty bad one that I should have fucking deleted if it.
Shit. What the fuck is going on here? Hang on, guys.
You can do whatever you. I did send, or I told her I had a house. Dude, why would I leave? Why would I leave? I have a house here. Like, why do I want to go fucking pay a fucking? It's Modelo time. Why would I want to go pay fucking another fucking bank? When we were having that, she asked me that one. Me and her were having that issue when I fucking took the train up to Yo-Yo's. When we got in that, when she left me in San Diego. What's up, John? Yeah, that's when she asked me, but it's just, I don't know. I don't know what I could say, right? I don't know what I could say. I can't prove anything. Doesn't matter. I can't prove it, right? There you go. Here, let the trolls fucking go.
Oh, wow, dude.
There you go. You want to troll, you fucking do it that way. Make some fucking dollars for beer. Make some fucking piddly beer money, right? But yeah, there you go. I don't know. Well, obviously the house she doesn't fucking have $1,000 because that's what she has.
Yeah, dude.
For what? There's no reason to have a donut go up. No one ain't gonna pay my lawyer fees. Could you imagine? $11,000. That's still up. That's still fucking.
Dude, I saw this video. Q actually posted it, where they got Saint riled up and saying, I can't remember what he's saying, but he was trying to get Scribble's bail revoked. That's brutal. Like, that's pretty fucked up. Like, Saint was pissed, and because I don't know exactly what it was that got Saint so pissed off that he was telling his chat to call Scribble's bondsman. I have no idea, but he was fucking angry. Yeah, I like Saint, dude. Saint is not somebody I want as an opposition. Like, I don't want him to come after me, because Saint will tear you apart. Like I said, he doesn't have to use his fists. He's just really good verbalizing, your destruction. Like, he just uses his words to like tear you apart. And Scribbles, I don't think has that kind of a match when it comes to him. And Scribbles was going to win that was not going to win that battle. Like, Saint, does tend to say, yeah, I know he does, and I will never talk shit about Saint at all. Like, you guys think I will talk crap about Gavel, even though it's a mistake, dude, because Gavel's not going to really do any real damage to me, He'll dox my address, but because I'm not a degenerate and I'm not a pedo or a pedo sympathizer, he can't really do much besides that. And my address has already been doxed, so I don't give a shit at this point. So I don't have anything to worry about in that context. But Scribbles does, because Scribbles is on bail, dude. And this is scary. Like, it's scary that people are willing to come after. Okay, so JJ saying, so I should not have told the truth. He was saying I was asking him to move in and blah, blah, blah. All lies. He doesn't stop Victoria, and hasn't. That's why I showed what he was actually doing. Now, I get that, Jen. And like I told you before, this is not going to end. Like, this is going to be a part of public discussion for a very long time. And I'm just saying that you know, it would probably be better if you hadn't released the DMs, because you just fanned the flames and you just made it worse. And there's a good possibility that his marriage could break up because of that. And I don't think that's worth it. I think most people don't believe what Scribbles has to say anyway. You know, it's just out of respect for her wife. That's why I didn't freaking post the DMs and the stuff that he sent me, because I knew it was going to lead to that, and I don't want anything to do with that crap. I personally don't. You know, I like Mrs. Scribbles. I think she deals with a lot of crap, and that she actually truly loves her husband. And it's got to be heartbreaking to kind of see that type of text and stuff. When she is abundantly clear that she is a ride or die. She will do everything for that man. I mean, she got 2 freaking felonies for him. But yeah. Scribs, yeah, I heard that too. I heard that he threatened, but did he really do that? I mean, I need to know this, because again, people have a tendency of going into other people's streamers' chats and saying, hey, this person is doing that, this person is doing that, when they're fucking not doing it, you know? And I don't know if they have or not. Like, I can't say anything unless I see, like, actual tangible proof of him saying that. But if Scribbles said that was fucking dumb, Scribbles, of course he's going to say the fucking same thing to you, dude. Especially if you're out on bail. Like, Saint he doesn't have anything like that to worry about. Like, he's good. But you do. And if that's the case, that was dumb as F. I think he deserves. I think she deserves to know what her husband was doing instead of being blind to his actions. Well, you know, maybe you believe that, but I don't want to be a part of someone's marriages, you know, being dissolved and destroyed. That's just me, dude. Just me as like a commentator and just you know, an occasional panelist. I didn't want anything to do with that. That's it. I just didn't want to touch it. That's just my own morality, dude. That's how I feel. That's where I draw the line. Like I said, I respect it, Mrs. Scribbles. I think she really truly loves that man, and she'd done anything for him. Hang on. What happened to my comments? Just hold up for a sec. Nah, Scribs did threaten to call his PO. Now he's butthurt that Saint wants to get spawns revoked. Yeah, dude, that was stupid. Jen J is saying, maybe so, but he should have doxed me and showed stuff. That's not right. Like I said, she knew Victoria. I won't go into about her. Yeah, I get that, Jen. Like I said, I just feel icky when I talk about that kind of stuff. I just don't. That's the reason why I didn't post the stuff that he sent me, dude, because I didn't want to. I knew what it was going to turn into, and I didn't want to be a part of it. You know. So like I said, I'm just glad I didn't post any of that shit, because I don't want that on my shoulders. Like, there is no freaking, dude. There's nothing going on, dude. I don't have any kind of relationship with them. But nice try, though, David Duke. Nice try. But let's continue watching this.
What's the lying? I'm saying those texts are fucking not real, bro. It's that easy to fake text. I don't know. You could fake fucking call me with fucking numbers. I don't know how much I ran this shit. I didn't ask. We didn't get that far. I don't know. We didn't get that far. I don't sniff anything. Or get clear. But yeah. I didn't get that far. Good, I have a fucking house right here. Where the fuck would I leave my own house? That'd be the stupid fucking. I don't do the balloons, man. That'd be the stupidest fucking shit ever. I didn't want to drink. Fucking got pissed off because he got trolled again. Dude, it's just frustrating. Frustrating. These phone records don't prove this shit. Everything else, but she just wants to believe it. And it's like, can we pull every fucking? And she's the same shit she's gonna already have read. She's gonna be like, well,
oh God, come on, dude. Like, what?
That's not even too late. I'm like, fuck her, dude. Like, fuck you for even believing this shit. That's how I feel. Like, fuck you for not trusting me. It is my house, retard. Are you dumb? Are you fucking stupid? Are you dumb? Are you retarded? Everything's in her name because I'm fucking a bad person, dude. She's worried about me doing something stupid. She has like homesteads on and shit. So if I do something dumb, they can't come after the house. California is 50-50.
Because they were personal, like freaking texts, dude, about private information. Hang on. Okay, let me fucking go back. And Jesus Christ.
I get half.
Okay, the freaking mess, the things that Scripps sent me, were concerning personal, private information about Jen J, and they were alleging things about her that I'm not going to repeat. And I didn't want to post them because I didn't want to get involved in other people's marriages. That's it. Okay, I didn't want to be the messenger to destroy other people's lives on here. Okay, this was a consensual relationship. They both actively talked to one another on the phone. It's not like anybody was forced to talk to them. And it just ended. And I'm like, hey, there was no minors involved. Nobody really got hurt besides their feelings. Let's just move on from that. And that was it. You know, that's fucking it. Okay, that's why. And I also respect Mrs. Scribbles. I like her. So I'm not going to, make her life even harder than what it already is. So that's that. If you don't like that, well, too fucking bad, dude. I don't care. Boo-hoo about it.
It's called California. It's called 50-50. You dumb. There's a threesome going on.
Justin Bustin Robertson sent $3. Hey, I'm not sure what I did, but I'm sorry, dude.
Mm-hmm. Are you banned, Justin? I don't think you are. Not the real Justin, then. Yeah, California's 50-50 no matter what. That's why we put everything the way it is. Because she fucking homesteaded it. If you guys had any idea, it means that if I do something bad and go through fucking somebody's fucking house with a car or something stupid, they can't fucking say I got into an accident and it fucking drunk or something stupid. They can't come after her house. Because I do stupid shit. That's what she has a homestead on it or steadfast or whatever the fuck it's called. And it's in her name for fucking certain fucking reasons. Okay, you tell me different. Hey, I forgot. You guys are all chat lawyers and everything. It's called 50-50 in California. That's why we've done it like this. But mom, they don't live in California. They don't know. It's 50-50 no matter what.
Dude, that is literally the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. I'll say this again. Scribbles reached out to me with texts that he wanted me to show on my freaking channel, and I didn't want to do that. That's it. Okay, I wasn't reaching out to him to be friends with him, to have any type of relationship. He reached out to me because he wanted me to post those those screenshots on my channel, and I didn't want to do that. Because I didn't want to get involved in other people's marriages, and I didn't want to deal with that type of crap. Because like I said, it's bad fucking karma, and also because I respected Mrs. Scribbles. I wasn't actively reaching out to Scribbles. We don't talk to each other on DMs all the fucking time. And he doesn't even have my damn number, and I don't have his.
50-50. Say that damn. I was pretty fucked up. When I get home, I'll fix it then.
It was a 2-hour conversation, and we talked, mostly he did, about what was going on in his life. Okay, it wasn't romantic. We didn't bond over anything. He was just telling me what he was going through with a certain clipper on here that him and I both are having issues with, and how it's affecting his family and his wife's relationship. That was that. There was no romantic undertones to any of that. I wasn't trying to get with them. I just wanted to understand what was going on. And after talking to him, I realized, because this was destroying his marriage, that I wasn't going to be a part of that. Okay? I was not going to be a part of the nail in the coffin of his relationship with his wife, because I like her and I respect her, and I didn't want to do that shit. I also like Jen J. So that's the reason why. Okay, you get it now? Good.
Justin. How's that a real loser mentality? That's how you do it, dude. That's how you protect yourself. That's how fucking real people protect yourself. And then you trust your house too with your fucking kid. It's trusted to him, dude. Why don't you really go look up at that shit? It's all to protect yourself. It's what smart people do, bro. So we can fucking trust it over to him.
Oh, it seems to make sense, dumbass. Shit. Okay, let me say it.
Trust it over to him. It's not ours.
Let me make this make sense. He called me on IG, dumbass. We don't have each other's phone numbers. We never text each other's phone numbers. He reached out to me through my DMs on Instagram, and he sent me screenshots of texts between him and Trev Dog, supposedly exposing Gen J. And he wanted me to post it on my channel. And I wanted to talk to him first to see what the hell was going on, so I could have some context behind the whole thing, so I could know if this was the right thing to do or not. I didn't. The conversation lasted for a while because he was talking about everything that was going on with him, but it wasn't romantic. I wasn't seeking out a relationship with him. I wasn't trying to get with him or be his e-girlfriend. It was just purely me talking to him to figure out whether or not I should post those texts. And I thought, after talking to him, after he's saying that his, the whole streaming thing is really wreaked havoc on his life, his personal life with his family, I thought it wasn't a good idea to do that because it would add more fuel to the flames, and I didn't want to be a part of that. So you get it? You understand now, dumbass? So, you guys are just going to accuse me of stuff anyways because you're just trolls, so whatever. Believe what you want, dude. I don't care.
A lot of rich people do that shit, you know that? We're not rich, but that's how they do it. Everything's like that. Fat, so they don't lose shit. You never lose shit. They don't get sued for your fucking house. Hold that. They don't get sued for your house. Simple.
There's no
basic shit. When you own shit, when you own assets, maybe one day you'll understand how to do that. I didn't say I was rich. I'm not rich. I'm just saying that's what most people that are smart do. We had somebody advise us that is very rich and very smart. They were like, hey.
Well, actually, there's a big difference between talking to someone on IG and having their personal phone number. When you give somebody your personal phone number on here, that means you trust them, and that you want to continue to have a relationship with them. When you reach out to some random person on DMs, that's not the same fucking thing, dude. So, it is what it is.
What you need to do to protect your house. But we did. We didn't know.
Anyways, guys, I'm gonna end my stream now because I'm tired. But the whole thing with Q and all that, Scribbles guy is an effing loser. Yeah, a lot of people seem to think that. No difference between talking. Yeah, it actually is. Because if you want to use that logic and you really want to go that way, have you ever talked to your friend on the talked to an acquaintance on the phone? Did you want to F them? Absolutely not. There's definitely, it varies from situation. It depends on the person and the circumstances. I wasn't looking for a relationship. I wasn't looking for validation from him. I just wanted to talk to him to see whether or not it was right for me to post the screenshots he sent me, and it wasn't. So I stopped. Okay. Yeah, I got a bunch of trolls in my chat. What's up, chat? How's it going, dude? You appreciate, hey, why don't you, Black Owl, aren't you that crazy ass bitch that goes in, yeah, you are ugly. You are ugly, dude. Like, come on. Aren't you that crazy bitch that goes after Trent on here? Victoria listens to Brethren by Chicken on repeat offline. Yeah. No, this is, that's not, Brethren, dude. That's a freaking stream from, hang on, let me open that so I can show you guys. That is, DJ Darren. That's a DJ Darren freaking live stream. So, I don't watch the Brethren shit, dude. It's just a live stream. Oh god, let's watch this, dude. Let's watch Poppy Greenie. Oh, Blackout Andy's in chat. Not Blackout.
He is a piece of property owned by white Freemasons to be used as a weapon against poor white people, and he acts like he's God, and he's La Raza. Just because the Freemasons hire Mexicans as secret police to do illegal shit against poor whites. The Masonic Mexicans are only deporting the non-Masonic Mexicans, so all the problems still
It's actually normal with our government, and I think I'm in the middle of it, and I didn't mean to, and I'm going into it.
Wow.
That's what I'm going to say. I don't feel right about any of this.
This is what I'm worried about, dude. Oh, damn, VP. Now, I was talking to, like, Saint on the phone yesterday. I was on his live stream. Because I lost my channel, as you guys know. And he said it was okay for me to call in. And we brought up this whole thing with vegan. She's been talking about this a lot, how she thinks that there's like some government agency, probably the FBI, that's surveillancing her. I don't know why exactly. No, it's literally. Anyways, let's see. So she thinks that some government agency is after her. And she also thinks that Nick has like demons attached to him, or he is a demon, that something died in him, and now it's just pure evil. So she kind of goes on to these loops talking about that. She talks about it on her stream a lot. I mean, we all kind of seen that if you've watched Vegan. No, dude, I don't do drugs.
And I'm not going to shut up because yours makes sense. There's something not right about all. There's always say that, but the sky must be yellow. That is what I have to say now. The sky is yellow. The sky has always been yellow. You retard, it's been yellow forever. The sky is yellow. Can I have my life back? The sky is fucking yellow. Can I have my life back?
She like feels like this is like a group effort of people just descending upon her, and whether it be like the government or possibly demonic type of entities. But she feels that way, dude. She genuinely feels like there is this group of individuals, whether they be demons or work for the FBI, that are surveillancing her and watching her and possibly trying to destroy her life.
You do, and I do what you tell me to do, and not to have like whatever I was about to do. If it was a bad thing, because apparently the good thing is a bad thing, and our government is corrupt as fuck.
Well, yeah, the government is corrupt, dude, but I don't think they're gonna go after a live streamer. I think they have like much bigger fish to fry, VP, than some girl in Sacramento that's getting an RO case on, or at least trying to get an RO on her ex, dude. I think they have much more pressing issues, in my opinion, but I could be wrong.
You're gonna get that. I just feel nothing I say makes sense. Let's stop talking. I talk to my mom. There's someone I can't say out loud because it'll be a bad thing if I talk about it, because it's a person that doesn't matter. I also talk to a few other people, and it doesn't make it any different because nobody thinks I'm crazy. I just still feel crazy, and I don't like that either.
when he gets paid by racist white Freemasons to
Dude, you guys, you twist my stuff around all the time, and you just make these assumptions and you try to pass them off as facts. I never said that I believed everything VP does, dude. I never said that at all. What I said was I wasn't gonna freaking, pile up on a woman that's being criticized by people from multiple angles. I'm not gonna do that. That's it. I'm gonna distance myself from that crap. When she comes on my panel and when I do talk to her, I try to be nice to her and I try to listen to what she has to say. That's it. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm not the type of person that's going to go after people that everyone else is going after. I think that's an unfair fight. Vegan is not saying anything bad about me, so why would I go after her? You know, if you guys don't like her, that's your prerogative. That's your objective. You can deal with that shit. Go unlike her as much as you want. That has nothing to do with me. I'm not trying to sway your guys' opinions, and I don't appreciate you guys trying to do the same thing with me. Okay? I am worried about her. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. She's clearly struggling, guys, going by her rambling on YouTube. And I'm not going to be that bitch that's going to kick somebody when they're down. That's just not who I am.
Be an enforcer and a racial mercenary for white-on-white violence. As a Mexican, he is a piece of property owned by white Freemasons.
I mean, come on, guys. Let's be honest. What is any different between Vegan rambling on about the RO case with Nick and, you know, demons and FBI from the stuff that IBL says? I mean, they both kind of do the same thing. A little different approach, but it's the same stuff. They're rambling on about nothing.
Used as a weapon against poor white people, and he acts like he's God and he's La Raza. Fuck that. We're gonna be calling. We're gonna be calling.
There's a clipper on here that brings up my mom every opportunity that he can get. If he gets said it like 4 times, dude, collectively, he said it more times than she ever did, and people bring it up every opportunity too in my chat. So no, dude, like, how is that any different from the people saying it in my chat or some clipper bringing it up? I don't get any apologies from them or you, so shut the hell up. At least Vegan said that she was sorry to me. At least she apologized to me, and she explained to me the reason why she did it, because I was talking crap about her, because I was you know, defending her ex, who she believes was an abuser and who abused her. And she wanted to get after me, and she didn't really know very much about me other than the fact that my mother was sick, so she used that as means to hurt me. She owned up to it, and she apologized, and I thanked her for that. So there's that.
7-Eleven corporate customer support, and we're going to be talking about that fucking roided up on Ocean Street who wears sunglasses at night. We're going to be finding out where he lives. We're going to be finding out what his license plate number is. We're going to be complaining to corporate about him. I want to see this guy on his knees begging for forgiveness, saying, I'm sorry I worked for the Freemasons. I'm sorry I'm a pussy. I'm sorry I'm a pussy.
Okay, dude. Come on. Like, him and Vegan are very similar, dude. They're very similar in a lot of ways. The only thing is that Nick is kind of funny and he's absurd. Like, there's this absurdity to the stuff that he says that it makes it almost comical. So maybe that's the only thing that he has a one up with VP, is that he's funny.
With 40 fucking IQ, who gets to own a business just because the Freemasons hire Mexicans as secret police to do illegal shit against poor whites. Oh yeah, the deportations in ICE are fucking fake. The start getting deported. All the satanics who hate Jesus Christ.
But guys, it's just pretty much the same thing. They're just ranting on about nothing. I mean, it's not really that much different.
Are still here. Barely any of them got sent back to Mexico. The Mexicans that are getting deported are getting deported by other Mexicans. The Masonic.
Meanwhile, you know the reason why IBL was having this rant? I'll go on his channel to show you guys. Somebody was rude to him. Somebody, I think it was like a 7-Eleven like manager or cashier, whoever it was mean to him. So that's the reason why he's going on these kind of tirades against Mexicans and, you know, Mexican business owners, because some person in like some convenience store hurt his feelings.
Mexicans are only deporting the non-Masonic Mexicans. So all the
Yeah, Nick is only entertainment when he's talking about vegan. Like when he's the only time he gets views is when he's rambling on about VP, because people love to hate vegan in here. So to hear her ex-boyfriend that she was madly in love with talk crap about her, that warms a lot of people's hearts. So he definitely capitalizes on the VP hate.
Problems still exist. I had more than enough money for what I wanted. But because I'm a homeless white guy, the Mexican cartel member just refuses me service and ignores me and laughs at me while his other Mexicans in the store like laugh.
I told you, he was just being like, they just treated him like crap, and it hurt his feelings. So that's the reason why see, Nick is pretty sensitive. I know you guys don't want to think that, but he's a pretty sensitive guy. Things really affect him and hurt him really easily. So that's the reason why he's going on these tirades and stuff about Mexicans, because he went to a convenience store. They were rude to him. They ignored him. It hurt his feelings. So now he's just rambling on about nothing to kind of, overcompensate for the fact that his feelings were hurt. I mean, that's what it's about.
I forgot, be like, hey, you're homeless and white. I know you got money, but you're homeless and white, so we don't like you. We're going to act like you're crazy so you can't get the thing you walked very far to this store to get, and we're going to call the cops on you if you try to, like, stand up for your rights as a customer, because we're passive-aggressive Mexican pussies, and that's what we do. So it was like that. So we're going to be calling... And I'm going to say something in Spanish and laugh at you while I serve the other customers, and then just like ask you to leave and not let you buy your stuff because you're white. And I just don't like white homeless guys. Passive aggressive shit. We do that Mexican passive aggressive Jim Crow shit, microaggression style. You know what I'm saying? And you're white and homeless. So if you complain, you know what I'm saying? Like anyone.
They both talked about each other, dude. They both talked about each other. Both of them. Nick does it because he gets monetary gain from it. He realized relatively early, the more he talked about vegan, the more donations he got and the more viewership that he has. That's why he brings her up. And also because he's pissed off at her too, because of all the stuff that happened between the both of them. Vegan brings up Nick because she was in love with him. She was in love with him to the point that it kind of grew into this obsession, and he lives rent-free in her head. Now, they both kind of do similar things. Nick talks about her endlessly because he gets, money from it. Vegan talks about him because he won't stop talking about her and insulting her, and because she was in love with him. And it's incredibly painful.